What's up, you handsome devils? Thanks for tuning on in. Tobin here with you. Appreciate the support. Thank you guys for checking us on out. The radio show back in full force this week. We're back from vacation. If you guys like myself, Leroy, the shenanigans we get into, check us on out. YouTube.com/StickMiami. I will put the link in the description here. You guys can go subscribe there as well. So you got plenty of ways to consume your favorite show pony here as Miami Heat. I've been boots on the gram lately. You know, I've been checking out how things are going out on social media with your Miami Heat. A lot of rumors, a lot of rumblings. You know, are the Celtics now involved in the Kevin Durant trade? We can get into that at another time, another place for sure. But, you know, in the case of what's just going on with the guys that are on the roster right now, been checking some things out. I've been excited about some things. You know, I saw last night. This was exciting. So one guy who's actually not, I guess technically he's not on the roster right now, but Markieff Morris, who, got absolutely assaulted by Joker this year. Nikola Jokic's season was basically assassinated by this big blubbering MVP who they just, thinks he can just charge people blindside and do whatever the hell he wants. No repercussions. And then his stupid brothers show up behind the bench with their too tight Ed Hardy shirts trying to intimidate folks like they're not going to get clotheslined by Alonzo Mourning if any shenanigans should happen. That's neither here nor there. But Markieff Morris, his role was basically, reduced from that standpoint. But it was always said, by many guys in the team, that this guy was a monster on the bench as far as character was concerned, as far as rooting guys on. Remember, there was a time during the playoffs where the Heat got, what was the terminology that they put for the bench? But it was like some kind of shenanigans from the bench because of Markieff Morris intimidating guys over with the Celtics. And interestingly enough, Markieff Morris, and it's been said that, him and his brother want to play together again, working out last night in the Heat facility, but also with his broski. Might be something there. I don't know. He's got a couple of years left on his deal with the Clippers. Could there be a little swapski there? We know that the Heat are possibly going to be looking for some help in that other big spot. And maybe you have, Marcus starting lineup, Markieff coming off the bench. Could be something there. I don't know. It's been a lot of interesting things. Like Duncan Robinson this weekend, this was very noticeable to me. I don't know if it's a thing or not a thing. Could be something. Could be nothing. But Duncan Robinson had put like this Heat montage together. It's very odd because Duncan Robinson doesn't really put a lot of stuff on social media. It's like long shot stuff, advertisements. And this was kind of noticeable because it was just like, wow, this is a lot of Heat photos from Duncan Robinson. This is a lot of Instagram from Duncan Robinson. Almost like, is dude saying goodbye here? Like, what is going on there? And then like ends it with like a sunset with like on a campfire. You're like, sunsetting on Heat's career. I may be reaching for some stuff here, but look, this is what I do, all right? When there's no Woj bombs or Shams bombs or whatever the hell's going on, I need to do some digging. And I need to go what's going on. So Mickey Arison could go throw up a thing of lemons, and I'm going to read into it. And there's not a damn thing you guys can do to stop me because I'm going to be looking for what the hell is going on here. What does that mean? What could it mean? All right? I will take any morsel that we got, whether it be Donovan Mitchell and his jerseys being on the clearance rack or Kevin Durant having his first TikTok, and in his TikTok profile, he is in a picture with Rick Ross, who is wearing a Miami Heat hat. Everything is something. But one thing that genuinely did excite me, that's not subliminal, and it's not like secretive or I have to read into it. Few things excited me this weekend from the Heat's offseason. One of them being Tyler Herro looking swole AF. Okay? I'm serious. Baby Goat looks like he's yamming on the pounds again, which is very, very important. I mean, he even said this, asked about what was the most important thing that he wanted to do this summer. He said, get stronger. Look, I'm just going with my peepers here. I'm just going with my eye skis here. I see myself a swole Tyler Herro. All right. Dude's working out with Drew Hanlon in Los Angeles. Great basketball skills coach, which he has for a couple of years. This is the thing that I always say, with Tyler, such a misnomer that the guy's like a celebrity player or TikTok NBA star or any of that stuff. The dude works hard. I mean, works his ass off, gets in the gym, grinds. And so, look, if Tyler Herro's term is long-term future is with the Miami Heat, you couldn't invest in a player who seems more dedicated to his craft. And at 22 years old, going to be 23 in the middle of the season, that's not something that I think should ever be credited. Because I saw some people in Utah like, oh, is he going to be able to adjust to life in Utah? No party life in Miami. No, that's stupid. But for just his work going into this year, dude looks yammed up. I got to say, some of the physical things that have been impressive. One, you got slim-ass Kyle Lowry. Love that. And now you got yoked Tyler Herro. Love that. And also, Victor Oladipo's out here doing yoga and all kinds of things. I mean, Victor Oladipo, I think he's got the best social media team on the team. Because, this guy, his damn Instagram is like a Rocky movie. Getting me fired up. Goosies galore for what Vic's going to be bringing to the table. I mean, it's inspirational, close-up of the eyes. Then it's highlight. Then it's him in the weight room. Then it's him just saying something inspirational, and boom, we move on to the next thing. His reels are almost more inspirational than your favorite sports movie. That's what Victor Oladipo's got going to the table. Then also had this. Jimmy Buckets, he was working out. Visor Jimmy was working out with his trainer, Chris Brinkley, in New York. And Jimmy Butler dropping threes like it's hot. I think at one point was nailing 15 in a row or something like that. Crazy aggressive from downtown. Love seeing that from Jimmy. And the idea that, look, this is an element to his game that he doesn't really use during the regular season, which I almost think, I don't know if this would be an interesting thing to ask Jimmy. I don't really know, but it'd be interesting because he says, I love bully ball. I love bully ball. That's how I love playing. But at the age that he's at, and we know that the Heat and Jimmy Butler, they're very good about the maintenance program with Jimmy Butler and giving him the certain games off. And, Jimmy Butler's probably going to miss 17 games at least in a season. And at 32 years old, going to be 33 basically before the season, is that going to be something part of his game that we see really jump? Because Jimmy Butler, during the regular season, take a couple three-pointers a game, but during the postseason, he doubled it. And the thing that's the beauty about Jimmy is his free throw attempts basically stay the same. But could it be a thing where we see Jimmy Butler taking a few more threes, but maybe the grind to the basket's not quite the same it is? I don't know. I mean, look, when he drives to the basket, the guy's a house to guard anyway. So so many guys, they got to wrap him up. He's not like these flailing, flopping players, James Harden, who, go and gimmick for fouls like Trae Young and all that type of stuff. This is, as Spo says, he doesn't do trickery, all right? It's like car wrecks when the guy goes and he gets to the basket. But could be an element that you would like to see from him. You'd think back to his Philadelphia days. He was taking three-pointers a game. Minnesota, he was taking, three over three a game. Could this be something where there's just a slight uptick? LeBron has done some of this, where it's he's gone to the three-point shot more. Jimmy wasn't a piss-poor shooter when he came to Miami. It's he just kind of abandons it during the regular season. And then playoff Jimmy, it's a tool that comes out of nowhere. And so you wonder for him if this is going to be something where, shoots 34% in the postseason. Could we see more of that? I don't know. Maybe it's something that he definitely gets better at during the 30s year of his career. Speaking of threes, maybe the most exciting thing, more exciting than Swole Tyler Herro, more exciting than Jimmy Butler dropping it from downtown, Bam Adebayo, who has had a hell of an offseason with going to London, all right, bangers and mash, saying that his favorite food in London was ravioli. And then he shows up to the Miami Pro League, which is a league down here. So the basketball skills coach, they got NBA guys together, and they'll do a little open run in the gym. You'll see this in LA with the Drew League and things like that. But Bam showed up and was like a highlight reel. Dude was doing everything. But the thing that was Goosey's galore was the 3-point shot. Dropped a couple of those during the game, and that, I think, as a Heat fan, has to get you excited, because now we've been teased a couple of times, Bam. All right, with the London shooting the threes, now in the Miami Pro League shooting the threes. Will it be possible that we see a Bam Adebayo start stretching the floor a little bit more? We definitely have seen his game come out as the years have gone on. Just turned 25 years old. Will that be something that is just a little sprinkle in there? Just a little little something. I'm not asking for a ton. I'm not asking for, him to go out there and turn into to Brook Lopez, his last year with the Nets. I'm not asking him to go out there. I'm not asking him to turn into even Chris Bosh. I'm just saying, could we see a little something more? Could it be a little something more from Bam when it comes to that? Perhaps. I don't know. But it was exciting to see, nonetheless. So, yeah, man. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of harpooning. There hasn't been a lot of whale calls. But from the guys on the roster and seeing what they're doing, a lot of interesting things have been happening on social media with the crew. And, it seems like everybody's kind of getting tuned up for that regular season, which is exciting to see.